I'm Emmanuel and welcome to my Friday Fast 5, my continuing series on my world currency collection. This is episode 13 already. Let's get right into it, starting with the first currency. I'm not saying nation because it is the East Caribbean states. This is a monetary union. So let's go into the profile and I'll be right back. The East Caribbean dollar is a monetary union of Eastern island nations in the Caribbean and is used by Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, Dominica, Grenada, Montserrat, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And it has, since July 1976, it has been pegged at the rate of $1 equals $2.70 Eastern Caribbean dollars. Now, the countries that use the Eastern Caribbean dollars are here in red on this map. So if you see the tip of Florida, here's Cuba, here's Haiti and the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico over here. And here are the islands in question. It's the string of islands right in the eastern part of the Caribbean. This currency was established in 1965, and some currency is generic with no identifiers, but some of the older currency, as you can see on this page here on Numista, would use a suffix on the serial number to denote the country or British overseas territory that uses their currency. So A for Antigua and Barbuda, D for Dominica, G for Grenada, K for St. Kitts and Nevis, L for St. Lucia, M for Montserrat, U for Anguilla, and V for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. All right, so this one here is a vertical banknote. This is the generic notes. They stopped using suffixes to denote the country for which it represents. So this is the generic note used across the Eastern Caribbean states that use this currency. It is a $5 note featuring Queen Elizabeth II in green. We have a hummingbird over here. This polymer note, you can see the clear window through here. Nice pink flower over here. $5 serial number over here. And there are some tactile bumps over here. It's in the shape of a circle for the visually impaired. And the backside of this note shows Trafalgar Falls in Dominica, and it has a map of the islands that use the currency over here. We got Admiral's House in Antigua and Barbuda as well. That is awesome. So let's see how this note reacts in UV light. Right there, the East Caribbean Central Bank in red and yellow. There is the number 5 over here, and the fish that was over here also glows in UV light. Very, very cool. Serial number is this serial number down here is reflective as well. This one is not. And on the other side, we have the bottom of the banknote that is green here, and the top of the banknote as well. That is awesome. Staying in the Western Hemisphere, we move from the Eastern Caribbean states to Ecuador. Let's go to the country profile. The Republic of Ecuador is a country in northwestern South America. Its flag is has 3 horizontal bands, with the yellow band making up the top half and the bottom half being split evenly between a blue band and the red band at the bottom. And the central to the flag is the nation's coat of arms, which has a condor over a mountain scene with a river and a ship with the flags on either side of the shield. As its name implies, Ecuador is on the equator and also includes, as you can see here on the map, the Galapagos Islands. From 1884 to the year 2000, it used the sucre, but since 2001, it has been using the US dollar. This is 100 sucres from Ecuador. It is dated 1993. Features Simon Bolivar on the center here. Beautiful greens and oranges and browns. Very nice note. And on the back, it is a bright purple. We see some security dots throughout the paper. Has the coat of arms in the center. And Central Bank of Ecuador written in small print in the background over here. Very, very cool. Let's see how this banknote reacts in UV light. That is cool. So we have some security strips that are red and green, or this greenish yellow, and all of the lathe work over here on either side is also glowing right here. That was so cool. And on the back, we have some of the security dots as well as some threads throughout. Awesome. From Ecuador, we move over to Africa and we go to Egypt. Let's check out the country profile. The Republic of Egypt, or officially the Arab Republic of Egypt, is a country in northeast Africa. The famous Suez Canal goes through Egypt. The flag has 3 horizontal stripes with red, white, and black at the bottom, and the center of the flag holds the coat of arms of Egypt. The coat of arms itself is an eagle with a shield on its breast with the vertical stripes of red, white, and black on the shield. Egypt is located in northeastern Africa, right over here. And since 1916, it uses the Egyptian pound. This is a polymer note, Central Bank of Egypt. It is 10 pounds. We see the clear window over here with a golden color changing print on it as well. Features a pharaoh and a pyramid. Beautifully colored. Let's look at the other side. We have the mosque over here. Beautiful design. I love the colors on this note. That is awesome. Let's see how this one reacts in UV light. Nothing is jumping out at me on the front of the note. And look at that. On the bottom of the note, we have this window over here. And the window itself lights up with a denomination at the top. The serial number over here lights up as well. That is beautiful. That is awesome. From Egypt in Africa, we move back to the Western Hemisphere. And this time we're going to El Salvador. Let's check out the country profile. The Republic of El Salvador is a country in Central America, bordered by Honduras and Guatemala. It is on the Pacific Ocean, and its flag has 3 horizontal bands of blue on top and on the bottom, with a white band through the center, with the country's coat of arms in the center of the flag, as you can see here. And the coat of arms has a triangle with a pair of flags on either side and a flag at the top, with the mountains of El Salvador in the triangle, a rainbow at the top, and the Pacific Ocean at the bottom. El Salvador is located right here in Central America. And since 1892, it uses the colon as its currency. This note has a date of 1982, Central Bank, the Central Reserve of El Salvador, the Central Reserve Bank of El Salvador, I should say. It features a hydroelectric dam, 1 colon, El Salvador, over here on the bottom, Central Bank Reserve. Again, the denomination over here. Love the greens and the blues, oranges and pinks. The serial number is in an interesting font. It's like a machine-readable font. 9986975. Very, very original design. And of course, bright orange on the other side, or a light red. Christopher Columbus in the circle. dated 1982 on this side. Beautiful, beautiful note. I love contrasting colors on either side of notes. Let's see how this one reacts under UV light. The background reflects even the signatures of the governor and the president of the bank, I believe, here are glowing. There's yellow fibers throughout. Both serial numbers are also reflective. There is some text over here that is reflective as well. The series number is reflective. That is awesome. And on the other side, we have the date of issue over here, the coat of arms over here, and the yellow threads throughout. Very, very cool. From Central America, we move back to Africa, to Equatorial Guinea. Let's go look at the country profile. The Republic of Equatorial Guinea is a Central West African nation. Its flag has a tricolor of horizontal bands of green, white, and red with a blue triangle on the hoist side. The center of the flag has the coat of arms of the nation, which features a tree on a gray shield with 6 stars above. The small nation is in Central West Africa, over here in green, and also includes this little island over here. From 1969 to 1975, it used the peseta. From 1975 to 1985, it transitioned to the equele. And since 1984, it transitioned to the CFA franc from the Bank of Central African States. I have 2 notes from Equatorial Guinea. Both of these are from the Central African States franc. Let's look at the first one. We've seen this one before. This is the young man picking coffee with the watermark of this gentleman over here. The letter N in this series denotes Equatorial Guinea. This is 1,000 francs. And on the backside, we have the logging scene with the men on the raft and the traditional mask. And this is the more modern series. This is also 1,000 francs. And in this series, they changed the lettering for Equatorial Guinea to the letter F. It also features a logging in the center of the front. Very cool. The watermark is of 3 antelope right over here. You can probably just make it out. And on the back of the note, this is the 2002 series, and we have a cow and some farmers, with a reflective strip over here with the denomination through the center and a security strip right over here. That is awesome. So let's see how these react under UV light. We've seen the first one, but we'll look at it again. Nothing is jumping out on this side at me, and so let's go to the second side. And here we go. We have the logo of the Central Bank of the Bank of Central African States. That is the only thing on that note there. Let's look at the bottom note. Many more features. Blue, green, and red fibers. The serial number over here reflects UV, and the denomination pops here. The security thread as well on the front side of the note. Very cool. And on the back side, we have this little, looks like an owl to me, that glows bright orange. The security strip once again, and the fibers, red, green, and blue throughout as well. Well, that's it for today of all of these countries. I have all of the banknotes I want for each of these countries except for Equatorial Guinea. I'm discounting the US dollar for Ecuador because there's no distinguishing feature on the US dollar that says it's for Ecuador. They just use the US currency today, so that's not counted. But if you have a look at the map right here, countries in green are the countries that I am happy with, and I have all of the banknotes I wish to collect from them, and the ones in orange indicate that I'm still looking for banknotes to complete my set. Well, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next week for part 14. Thanks for watching.